Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning, Briana. How are you?
Hi there. Doing
Fantastic to
good.
be on the call with you. That's wonderful. Thank you for joining me. Um,
Thank you for having me. Is it morning where you're at?
yes, it's just 9 o'clock in the morning. Where are you
Nice.
located?
I'm in Oregon,
Oh,
so
right.
the
Okay. So you
Pacific
get up
Northwest.
early.
Yeah,
Wow. Good job.
yeah. Where are you?
I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. So the
Ah,
East
in
Coast.
Tennessee.
So,
Wow. How long have you been in Tennessee for?
20 plus years now. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Did you
where's
get
your cute little accent from?
from England originally?
From England. Okay. Wow. What brought you from England to Tennessee? That's quite the move.
It is. I came over to meet my future bride, that was the reason I'm here.
Quite the leap of faith.
Yeah, it was a big leap. Yeah. Did you get a chance to
Yeah.
watch my short little video?
Did you send me a short little video and I did not see it?
Okay. When you book the call,
Me.
it tells you a little bit about me, so that's the idea there.
Oh, watch this video.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. You can watch that later.
What is it
Right?
about? Yeah, I'll watch it
Yeah.
afterwards.
It's
What's the
about me.
video?
It's just an introduction to save time on these calls.
Mm,
So it's a private little video that
got it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Well,
what I
anything
do,
that you answer on the video, don't feel like you have to answer it here. Just tell me it's in the video, and then I'll just make sure to watch it
yes, well,
afterwards.
yes, if you feel so inclined. So
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
the purpose of this call, they're only 15-minute calls, you see. So I want to try and get, uh, you know, to know you, your story, and see how we can help each other with this business. And then
Hmm.
So tell me a little bit about your journey, your situation, and how I can help you, and then let's see where we go from there. Yeah.
Well, from the call that we connected on, my understanding is that you're a connector. Is your business?
I'm
Do you
an
have a
elite
connecting
gator.
business or?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm an elite gator, but I do obviously connect. I do capital raise. So you're a
Oh.
connector then, is that right? Yeah.
Well, I'm still figuring it out. I think so. I think
Okay.
that's the avatar that fits me the best, but I'm trying to learn from other connectors how they started their business, where they generated their leads, how they build relationships with private money lenders, and depending on the answers and what y'all share, I will kind of make my decision from there because my decision is mostly determined by my ability to do building a connector business based on where I'm at in life right now, which I'm a stay-at-home mom of a 3 and a 1 year old. So
Wow.
whatever it is I decide to do, it has to be effective and efficient. And
Yes.
I got to get it done in an hour a day, you
Yes.
know?
Yes.
So I want to learn about your connector business, how you kind of built it up, and then if you think
Yeah.
it's possible for me to do that based
Sure.
on where I'm at in life.
Sure, sure. I understand the avatar very well. I'm not, I guess we could all call ourselves connectors because
Hmm.
fundamentally we're networking. And that's really what the first step is, to network with purpose and intention. So I'm on all the Zoom calls. So that's a very good way of knowing who's who to begin with.
Hmm.
Um, all the Zoom calls in Paces community are recorded, so you can watch those. I'd encourage and make notes. A lot of the work serious people in the community, they have a background or QR code, or they put their telephone number on, and so you can
Hmm.
make notes that way, to say if you have just an hour a day, that's what I would suggest you do, is just comb through. And then I would text them when you collected the phone numbers and ask to do a Zoom call like this, like a
Okay.
15-minute call, and get to know them, interview them, find out how you can help them, and make good notes again so you know who they are, and build up a database that way, so you can build.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. That would be a good cheat code because you could You can go into Facebook groups as well, but that's less efficient. But the people
Hmm.
who attend on a Zoom call are serious about the business, especially if they're putting their details on the screen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, kind of like how you have it, where you have your
Yes. Yeah.
phone number and your QR code and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an abundance of Zoom calls, so every week it's like the dilemma of which one
Yeah.
which ones should I prioritize?
Right, right. And then if your time's very limited, I really wouldn't bother really with the live ones. Because you're not seeking for knowledge. What you're seeking for is to find out who's who in the community. So,
Oh, okay. So not you don't think you would think it'd be, I don't know what the right word was, but the recordings, going back into the recordings and kind of
well,
seeing who's on there, the names, collecting names and phone numbers. That's a good
yeah,
idea. I never thought
yeah.
of that. Okay.
Right, because you're not going to listen to the whole thing unless you want the knowledge on that particular subject. Okay. And then later on, once you got to know who's who, because you, as a connector, you need to rapidly go through as many people as you possibly can each day with the time that you have. There's
Exactly.
thousands, all right? So you got to figure it all out. I'd start with the leadership. I'd um I'd look up JJ Azizian on Facebook. He's already done a lot of the work for you. He's got 4,000 of the top people in the community on his channel as friends. So let me put that in the chat.
JJ Azizian, you said his name. He's a Gator.
He's a networker. He's the best networker out there. He's a king of
Wow.
networking. Okay,
Okay, that's beautiful.
so
JJ Azizian. Okay.
look him up on Facebook, and then when you send a friend request, put a note on who you are because he won't accept your friend request otherwise. He's nearly
Hmm.
maximum. But he does 2 calls a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and he interviews one of the top people in the community. And so, if you go to his YouTube channel, you've got all the chica of what he's done that work for you. Those are all the top people in the community willing to be interviewed about their real estate journey. So that will give you a really good starting point, a cheat code, if you like, you know?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, because it's really difficult to stay focused within the ocean of Gator because there's a million ways that you can skin the cat, so to speak.
There is.
And it's like, in which direction do you go? What do you focus on? And so I've been struggling to decide on what to focus on since I only have such a small amount of time to actually
Mhm.
specialize in something and
Yes.
be
Another
valuable in an area.
Right, and another way I is my own YouTube channel, which I'll give you that.
Yes,
So I
please.
put all these interviews on as well, so you can listen to those and saves you booking all those calls yourself because I've already done the work,
You've
right?
already done it.
Done a lot.
Aren't you amazing? How long have you been in Gator? When did you join and why? Because I see that you have 20 years
Hmm,
of real estate experience under your
that's right.
belt, but you haven't been
Yes.
in Gator that long. So what
Well,
caused
two
the jump
years
for you?
now. It's 2 years, good 2 years. I joined the second time he opened it, so I'm classified as an OG. I'm an elite gator, so I know I've been on all the calls, so
Yeah.
got quite a bit of networking experience there. So yeah, you're quite right. I've been in real estate over 20 years. I'm well into the 6 figures on education, spent on education and courses, joined a lot of programs, wrote this little book, Cautionary Tales from Real Estate Investments. Uh,
Oh, look at you.
you can find that on Amazon. I'm also writing another book on commercial real estate because my speciality is large multifamilies. So, um,
Raising capital for those or
mm,
investing in them like you
right,
hold them.
raising capital. So, if you do a really good job in becoming a connector, obviously be calling on you to help me with that, you know? So there's plenty of
Yeah, I have this.
opportunity.
There's plenty of because I was initially joined Gator thinking that I was going to focus on EMD and double closes, but um for
Interesting.
me it just hasn't. I haven't been able to produce leads with the short amount of time that I have. So with the Gators that I have connected with since joining Gator, a few of them being stay-at-home moms, they have found it more efficient to focus on like private money lending because the opportunities are endless for that. And I agree. The problem is like I don't have the capital nor the, credit to just you do it myself. Like if I see an opportunity, I do it. So then the only choice I seem to have had is okay, well, I can meet people that have money
That's exactly
and
the way you should do it, even if you do have money, because the idea is to put money in our pockets, not take it out of our pockets. So
true, yeah.
my EMDs, they start at 100,000 and go all the way up to $1 million because we're
Because
purchasing.
you do commercial.
Yeah, it's large commercial, large multifamilies ranging from 10 million all the way up to 100 million and beyond. So there is very good opportunity.
That's crazy.
When you do get paid, you get paid really well. So it's really
Hmm.
worth your time, you see. So I'd encourage you to join my YouTube channel. I'm creating a community there. So when I do get a deal, and there may be one or two deals a year, okay, so don't, it's not something that happens every day, but
Mm,
it's a small window of opportunity. So you would bring the people you've connected with to the Zoom call where they can invest in the project if they desire to, you see. And then you would be paid as a connector, or you could be part of them as form an LLC with them and come in and be part of the project, not only get paid at closing, but by quarterly, a distribution and a share in the equity at the end of the project. That's the most popular way because there's no money out of your pocket. You've done the hard work of bringing them together. Then you will get paid very handsomely, and you're getting you a nice lifestyle income. So
wow, okay. Does EMD for commercial work similarly to doing funding EMD for
yeah.
like a wholesaler who's trying to close on a single family type
Yeah,
situation?
we don't do wholesale, but yeah, we need six figures, as I say, all the way up to $1 million and beyond, because it's one to
Wow.
3% of the purchase price, you see.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So it's very significant. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I would love to focus in on those because I also feel like more often than not doing an EMD for like for example in a situation with a wholesaler who needs EMD funded, more often than not if th're not very experienced, which would be why they would need EMD, the deal doesn't go through.
Most of those don't work out, and then you're only getting paid a
And
few $1,000s. And we're talking
and
about
so it's just all this
yeah.
time that I'm like, I don't have this time. Like I've got kids, you know?
Takes you forever to find a lead, and it gets snapped up. There's too much competition and you're chasing a few dollars. Doesn't make a blind bit of sense. Doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. Yeah. You want to
right.
play with it in the bigger league where the money is that makes life changing money and wealth that you're going to create through this. Makes you all the effort worthwhile and creates those ongoing
Exactly.
relationships, you see. So,
Okay, lastly, because I know we're short on time, I wanted to I have a lead and I guess since I have never done this before, maybe you could guide me in the direction of like, I think you made a comment about this, about being very careful with like bigger things, which I agree.
yeah.
I agree, especially because I have not done a deal
Right.
yet,
Mm.
but I'm eager to learn and I want guidance in like, should I do little ones first before I jump the gun on bigger ones? This lead is I met this investor at a meetup and he's raising capital for a casino he's buying in Billings, Montana.
Okay.
And he's already raised 400,000 and is in
Okay.
need of another 500,000, total of 900, or it might be vice versa. Not sure. One of those two. And so I want to help him because
Mm.
we spent some time on the phone. He's told me kind of the gist of the deal, sent me the, the pitch, the packet, and he's answered questions about like the payouts and all of that for me. So we spent enough time kind of building that relationship rapport and getting to know the deal myself. And so I told them, I would love to help you raise this capital. I'm going to see what I can do. So
Right.
now I guess I'm in this spot where, I want to follow through, but I would appreciate guidance. And, if this is
Sure.
way too big for a newbie, then I should just let it go.
No, no, nothing's too big or small. So you want
Okay.
to delete that from your mindset. It's the same work. You're just gonna find out whose buy box that is. And one of the biggest connectors I know is Pansy Sleep. If you want to write that down, Pansy, Pansy, Pansy Sleep. She runs around just about everybody in the community and knows so many people in the community. And I would tap her and see if she knows somebody who would be more than happy to do that. Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and see what happens there. That's the advice that I have there. But beyond
I
that,
will reach out. Thank you.
yeah, beyond that, what I said earlier applies. Just work hard in running around everybody. You should exclusively start your database and making good notes on everyone. I'd figure that out. In fact, if I were you in your position, I would find out the best way of being organized and figuring out how to follow up with these guys that you talk to. Because it's the follow up and building of that relationship that's the hardest. Okay.
Yes. Oh, believe me, I know.
Mm.
What works for you? What has worked for you to stay organized? What do you use?
You have to, it's not a system in my view, but you need a system. That's not to minimize that. It's creating a community. So that's why I created the YouTube channel, because then I can see who's active in there, who makes comments, and that they become like your partners and you get to know them. The other effective way that I've found is being on a team. There are many teams, like I did the first Elephant Challenge, for example. I was on Angie Milanazzo's team, Head of Profits, for 6 months, generating leads. I was on the REI conveyor belt, for 8 months, helping Shad Najumi, do lead generation and acquisition. So try and get into the community that way, being on a team. If you said your time's very limited, that's going to be more of a challenge. But I would do what I said earlier. And this call is recorded. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel so you can listen to it again and listen to the advice that I've been giving you and
Yeah.
go along with that, and it'll help you a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. And what is just to end, your goal? What do you focus on? What do you work on? That way I know when I'm out, connecting, if I
Yeah.
can
Large
help you out.
multifamilies bringing the money to the table. Yeah, those who have money to deploy.
PMLs,
Yeah,
money.
yes,
Okay, because you focus on raising private capital for large multifamily.
yes, that's right. Yeah,
Okay, is it just in Tennessee or all over that you do?
anywhere where the numbers make sense. Now, again, on my
Right.
YouTube channel, there is a thread, an educational thread of what to look for. So all the details are on.
Ah, helpful, helpful. Okay, I love that. That's on your YouTube channel.
Yes, that's right. So you'd start
Nice.
starting a series on how it's constructed and what I'm looking for and everything like that.
Do you work with a like specific group of investors that just bring you these multifamilies, or are you just connecting, and then you just come across these?
Connecting and I do get deals in my email box every day, which I look at. Most of them, like anything in real estate, any niche, most of them are not what you're looking for. So it's as I say, we get maybe one or two deals a year, but it's life-changing money. It's six-figure income paydays. So you only need one
Right.
or two a year. You know what I mean?
Isn't that so? And I'm working on that mindset, because it's like I have a hard time like conceptualizing that,
Yeah.
where I get, easily discouraged or frustrated because there's no deals going on now.
Mm.
And then, I heard something, I don't know if my husband, somebody told me this, but it just takes one deal, one good deal that you spend a little bit of time on. You'll spend more time saying no, obviously,
Yeah.
but the one you say yes on and the one that goes through and the one that's good, I mean,
Yeah.
it pays you what your job would have paid you in a
That's
full
right.
year.
That's
And I'm
right.
like, God, it's so hard to wrap your mind around that. Like, that's
Yes,
just,
it is.
I
And
guess
you
it's
have,
the
you do.
delayed gratification thing. I don't know.
It really is. And if you're impatient, it doesn't work because most of the deals just aren't any good. And that's the nature of the game. So it's
That's
a
the
lot to
nature of the
play.
game.
Yeah,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, I keep that keeps getting repeated to me, and I think
Yes.
eventually it'll just stay, and I'll
Yeah,
understand, and patience. It's one of those
that's
things. So,
right. Yes.
Enneagram.
Get to learn
Thank
the
you.
no. Yeah, get to learn to
Yeah.
like the no, because it saves you from a disaster. Cautionary tales from real estate investments. I plunged in, I took too much risk and made the mistakes. And so
Oh, okay.
just be careful, be patient,
Yeah.
get to know
Mm,
everyone, be part of a team. It's very important to look after, be guard your back, and you'll do well in this. Yeah. Mm.
beautiful. Thank you so much, Graham. You've been amazing. What a pleasure to connect with you, and
It's a
I
pleasure
hope to
meeting
keep
you.
seeing you on Zooms and
Yeah.
chatting with you. And I think we're kind of in the same path here, with the
Yeah.
multifamily and raising private capital. So I know we'll
Yeah.
connect again and help each other out in some way. So I thank you
Absolutely.
so
It's
much.
been a
You're the
it's
best.
been it's been a pleasure. You have a wonderful day. All right. Thank you,
You
Brianna.
as well.